Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're taking a deep dive into something I find super interesting, and that's identity shaping.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, we've got some really interesting text for this one. It really dives deep into how the things we believe actually can shape who we become. It even says something pretty powerful.
What's up?
It says, you become the person you believe you are.
I like that.
I know, right? So let's really break this down, how can we use this idea of aligning who we are, like our identity, with the goals we have in life? What could that look like for, our listeners out there?
Yeah, totally. I think what's really cool about this whole identity shaping thing is that it's not just like, thinking positive thoughts and hoping for the best. It's like you are actually choosing to like build your self-image. So it matches up with the goals you want to hit. That's what identity shaping really means.
So it's like not just about wanting something,
Yeah.
it's about actually believing that you're already the type of person who can achieve it.
Yeah, got it. It's like our beliefs, they hold so much power. They're like the engine driving our actions, our decisions, and then like ultimately the reality we end up creating for ourselves.
It's almost like that whole fake it till you make it thing.
Kinda, but it's deeper than that. Think of it like this. Like imagine an athlete, right?
Okay?
And they totally believe they're a champion. That belief, it's like fuel. It powers their training, how they bounce back from setbacks, their whole mindset when they're competing. It's
It's
powerful.
like they're already living that champion reality in their head, so it kind of gets it more likely to happen in the real world, right?
And here's the thing. This isn't just like some fluffy feel-good idea. There's real science backing this up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Studies on neuroplasticity, which is like how our brains change, show that our brains are constantly like rewiring themselves based on what we think and what we believe.
So you're saying by changing our beliefs, we can actually change the physical structure of our brains. That's kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
It's wild, right?
It is. But okay, how do we actually practically do that? The text we're looking at, it says, don't just chase goals, become the person who naturally achieves them, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds amazing, but how do we become that person?
Well, you got to shift your focus. Instead of only looking at what you achieve on the outside, you got to focus on transforming yourself from the inside out. Instead of just trying to hit that target, you cultivate the habits and the traits of the person you want to be.
So it's like, instead of me saying, I want to get that promotion,
Right.
I should be thinking, what would someone who's already a leader in that position, what would they be doing?
Boom. You got it. It's about embodying those qualities even before you get the external recognition?
Makes sense.
Like, think about someone who's super confident. They didn't just wake up like that. It's something they practice every single day.
So it's almost like, even if it feels kind of fake at first, you got to take action based on that identity you're aiming for.
Exactly. It might feel a little awkward in the beginning, but the more you act in line with that identity you want, the more natural it'll become.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like working out a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
This is making me think of this technique I read about called future self-journaling.
Oh, yeah.
You basically write as if you're your future self,
I love that.
the you that's already achieved all those goals.
That's a great example. I mean, there are so many techniques out there. Visualization, affirmations, even creating like a whole future self persona. The important thing is to find what clicks for you and actually put it into practice.
So let's make this a little more personal. You've mentioned before you want to run a marathon,
I
right?
do. It's on my bucket list.
So let's say you fully stepped into the identity of a marathoner. What would that look like in your everyday life?
Well, I picture myself like waking up early to get those runs in, making sure I'm eating healthy foods that fuel my body right, and like surrounding myself with other runners who really inspire me.
Almost like you're mentally rehearsing for that marathon in every part of your life.
You got it. And that mental rehearsal, it strengthens that belief that I am a marathoner. And that just makes it way likely that I'll actually cross that finish line.
This has been such a cool deep dive. I feel like we've uncovered just how powerful belief is, you know, not just in shaping who we are, but in helping us achieve what we want.
It really is a journey of constantly becoming, isn't it?
And that's actually pretty exciting when you think about it. It means we're not stuck, you know. We have the power to actually choose who we want to be.
Absolutely. So here's something to think about. If you could design your ideal self, who would that person be? And like, what's one small step you can take today to start becoming them?
That's something for everyone out there to really ponder. I know I will be. Thanks for listening, everybody. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.